Stay Profit. I'm back at y'all with another YouTube video. I just got through doing some crazy shit on the road, but that's another video for another time. But in today's video, I just want to speak on something that was on my mind lately, and it just has something to do with me just I was listening to a YouTube video earlier, and it was just talking about, you know, staying high in faith and just keeping going with everything that you're doing in life, everything that you're doing with your goals. You just gotta keep grinding, keep your head down. You just gotta keep moving, like, because with all of this is really patience. Everything is time. So you gotta make sure everything within your mind is well, so you can actually be calm and be patient and pull from an abundant source. That's just one of the main things I've just been like actually trying to master. And yeah, like mentally it's gotten easier, but you have to make it easy for yourself by speaking to yourself in a positive manner. You know what I'm saying? Not being negative, not beating yourself up for every little mistake you do. You just gotta learn from your mistakes. Like anything that's negative, find a way to make it more positive. If you take a loss trading, all you gotta do is learn your mistake, and then you won't have to worry about that anymore. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about it no more. You know, you take that lesson and you move on, so that lesson can turn into a blessing. And when it just comes to things just not going your way in life, you gotta understand that sometimes it's not about your way, it's about God's way. Sometimes, you know, it's not your way, it's Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? So it's just another one of those things too. Like we not on our own time, we on God's time. And if that's where your faith is, you know what I'm saying? If you have faith in works, then you understand that it's just a matter of time, it's just a matter of patience, it's just a matter of doing what you're supposed to do every single day, and, you know, continuing to grow and continuing to build that positive relationship. And so I just think it's important. I think it's one of the most important things for your mental when you're going through the motions of trying to become profitable. Just this whole idea of money, the whole idea of success. I mean, sometimes you may fear the success just as much as you fear failure. And that's just something that I've heard like over the past couple of weeks. I pull a lot of information from a lot of great people in society. And so I'm just here to relay that information to y'all. It's just one of the things that I believe is what makes us all come together. You know what I'm saying? We're all connected in one way, shape, or form. I got some information from somebody that they got some information from, and then you just pass it on. You pass it along to everybody that you know, your audience. You know what I'm saying? But I can break it down and take something that I heard from a podcast talking about relationships, or a podcast talking about spirituality, and connect it to trading, because in all, it's all the same thing. You know what I mean? So I think the biggest thing for us is pull from an abundant source. Understand that you're gonna continue to take losses, you're gonna continue to get lessons from the losses and continue to improve. And you know, deep down inside, sometimes it just takes for you to sit down one day and just take a deep dive on all the things that seem like it's a cloud. You know what I mean? Like for me, as long as I'm like, usually that week before I have a crazy week, that weekend before, I was doing a lot of studying and doing a lot of like mental note taking, and a lot of just memorizing the things that I've watched, things that I've screen recorded, things that I wrote down, things that I've told myself. And I think it helps me a lot as far as just staying on point, staying on track. But because it's so much, you know, we learn a lot trading. We learn so many different strategies, we learn so many different concepts, we learn so many different things about trading, and you can get lost in the sauce. And sometimes you try to take in new information and lose old information that was valuable to you. So that's why it's like when you take on other people's systems and pieces of their strategy, it's always good to put it in a form where it makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Always put it in a form where it makes sense to you. You need to become one with your trading journey. You know what I'm saying? It's just so great to learn from other people. But if you like how their system is and it's like fluid, then shoot, take the whole thing if you need to. if that's what you need to like start your foundation, cool. But like strategy and simple knowledge about market structure, you gotta master those to stay in the game. I think with me, like I just certain information I just don't retain, and I just forget about it, and I just start focusing more on I start focusing on the strategy so much that like I kind of forget the bigger picture of where I am in the market. And like once I focus on where I am in the market, it's so much easier for me to grab my bias, and so much easier for me to just find a trade that's with that bias, if you know what I'm saying. Like if you know that we're in a bullish uptrend, but you know we dealing with some manipulation to the downside, don't be so, I would get stuck in just trying to keep forcing sales in an uptrend. I don't know where I am in the market. Like simple things like that just lead to me having consistent losses like back to back, where my win rate has just been dropping. But I'm just here with another daily video. I'm just on my way home from my 9 to 5. Like if I'm gonna get my daily videos in, this really gonna be the only time, because this is the time when I'm like by myself driving. I ain't gotta worry about like, you know, waking nobody up, or you know what I'm saying, trying to like cultivate a whole video in the middle of me. You know, this is just my alone time, my driving time, my chill time, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll even be alone when I get to the crib, but you know, if I wake my girl up, then she just up, and it's like I don't really be trying to record. We just doing things, we just be in the middle of everything. So y'all know I always shoot my videos when I'm like by myself walking or driving. So this is just what we doing. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video, man. I really just want to be able to hone in. I'm gonna have more videos for y'all that's like more focused, you know what I'm saying. I'm just like really off the dome with a lot of these things that be on my mind, because it's just what I heard from podcasts that I listened to tonight, you know. And these are the things that like I just always review. Like I'm always reviewing what I need to remember as far as like my journey, and as far as me like learning, like retaining the information and then applying it. It's always about applying it. Like if I don't apply no information, I'm not gonna keep it in my brain. If you don't use any of the knowledge that you receive, you just receive it and it's just like loaded back there. It's nothing but a whole bunch of feed. Like it's just like having a damn email full of emails. They're there for you, but if you're not actively thinking to go use them, then it doesn't mean anything. So I love to get information and then apply it immediately. That's how I learn. Yeah, but for all my, like, for everybody that's out there in your journey, y'all just let me know where y'all at in y'all journey. Y'all drop some things down below that y'all dealing with on y'all journey. Where are y'all at right now? Are y'all at the point where it's just you in the way? Or are you at the point where it's the strategy? Or are you still trying to retain information? You still trying to gather information, like you don't know anything about just the full lineup? I just think I kind of just skip certain steps. So I've gotten to the point where I had a good strategy, but then I didn't have full confidence in it, so then I switched it around. But then, you know, over time I realized like the strategy it's not really what's best for my mental. And that's another thing too. Like there's strategies that work good for other people, but not for me. Like certain strategies, certain setups are better for patient people, like super duper patient people, and that's just not the case for me. Some setups are meant for 2-to-1. Some people have setups that set up, and like sometimes I can get a 1 to 2, but I'm fine with taking a 1.3 or a 1.4. And it's just like I couldn't deal with that. Why? Because if my win rate's not that high, because I just have mistakes here and there, I could never really keep myself in the game. But either way it go, even with me having a strategy that's 2-to-1, now I'm just in a way of my own setups, because I make so many mistakes to the point I'll lose more than 50% of my trades. So me making the 2-to-1 doesn't matter, because like I'm just hopping into trades too early, or I'm hopping into trade that I'm just not fully understanding, like that. And that just comes from me not knowing where I am in the market. And like I said, when I actually like hone in on that and keep it dormant in my brain, those trading weeks be flying. But if I have like a 3-day weekend and I just get so overconfident, then I lose grip of the foundation. So once I can just keep the foundation of where I am in the market inside my brain, where are we at? Where is liquidity got ran? Where are we going now? Where does the market really want to draw? If I could just get that part now, that's all we got to do. Other than that, it's just me and my way and just keep myself up, not beating myself down when I take losses. Because I really haven't been experiencing any type of emotional pain when I lose. But something about yesterday, I took a loss yesterday and I lost more than I should have. And it's just like, it's just the irritation of me knowing better. Like, that's my biggest thing. I know so much and I've been doing it for a while to where me just making mistakes at this point, I'll be feeling like it's very frustrating. But at the end of the day, yesterday is yesterday. But today we can focus on today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I ain't really want to drag it. I want to keep my videos nice, simple, and sweet, so that way it's not a bunch of rambling. Because if I'm rambling, I'd rather the video just be 10 minutes flat, honestly. But once I hit y'all with some like more focused topics or more, you know, on point topics, then that's when I'll be able to, you know what I'm saying, extend on that a little bit more. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Finna go up inside. But yeah, we finna hit these markets. We finna make some money today. We finna break even today. We gonna just do what we gotta do. If I get the video recorded, I will drop it today, or if not tomorrow, if I do record this trade. But I record all my trades for myself. But you know, usually I'm doing something in there where it's like, well, I'm really not gonna be able to post that on YouTube unless I cut it up and chop it up. And I've been liking for right now, just for me to be consistent, I really haven't been trying to edit any videos. I've just been trying to like get them recorded and out and ready for y'all. So I just want to get my face out there. I just want to get my videos uploaded on YouTube. I just want to build the consistency of getting my vids out. So that's what I'm on, y'all. I love y'all. Keep God first. Keep grinding and growing. And until next time, I'll see y'all. I'm out. Peace. Deuces. I just cranked it, but it don't matter because I'm going to get the video out. Bang, bada boom. See y'all. Bye.